Hello, welcome to Self-Made Mind. I'm Jeff. Have you or anyone in your life come across someone who's self-absorbed, self-centered, very vain, gigantic egos? And then what I mean about that is that's what this is about. We're going to talk about self-centered people. I know, what a conversation, right? But they're out there, and we know quite a bit of them, believe it or not. These are people that they only care about themselves or their little group of people, a very small group of people that are centered around their universe. And they will not go outside that universe because that's where the vast majority of people is, and they're not comfortable with that. I know, uh, I wouldn't say quite a bit, and I wouldn't even say half of my friends that are self-centered. And I think that's probably why a lot of them, to this day, don't have a lot of good conversations to say to me, because I've cut them off a little bit because of just how they're just self-absorbed. I mean, I don't know what other word to use. They just are so centered on who they are. And there's a fine line of being happy and proud and absolutely just overjoyed with who you are, and you want to get that out to people. And you're not going to let anybody take you down. And that's fine. But there's a fine line between that and having the biggest ego in the world and thinking that everything else in the world don't matter but yourself. Whether you're in a conversation with a group of people, whether you're in a conversation with just one other person, everything has got to be centered around you. Period. You got to have the best stuff in life. You got to have the best materials. You got to have the better job. You even have to have the better family than everybody else around you. And you put that out to people, and you continue to do that. Those are the most self-centered, lowest form, well, I'm getting a little exaggerated there, maybe not the lowest form of humans, but they're the most self-centered, most vain people on this planet. They look at themselves in the mirror, and they don't care who they hurt today. In fact, in reality, they're not thinking of hurting anybody, because they don't see that fine line. They think that their shit don't stink. And the last time I remember, I think that everybody's shit stinks. Maybe it has a different stink than others, but it all stinks. So, what do we do about those type of people? I don't think you can change them. They're not going to want to be changed, and why would you? I mean, ultimately, what you want to do is be happy with who you are and be happy that you aren't like them. I don't know what advice you can even give them, except maybe that you're getting just a little bit too into yourself. You need to back off. You need to look in the mirror and relax a little bit, because again, they will only pick and choose the people that are like them to talk to and be friends with. If they don't fit in their own little world, if you don't fit in their own little world, you're not going to be a part of it. And in reality, you should be happy, because that's not the type of people you want to be around anyway. You should be able to have friends of all types. I don't care what background you come from, what experience, what struggles you come through. Everybody should be able to have friends that are of all types. And self-centered, self-absorbed people can't have that. Because again, if you have somebody who's got a high opinion in life, someone who is not self-absorbed, but someone who's got a very blunt, in-your-face attitude, but is enjoyable to be around because just of their vibrance, they're wanting to live life to the fullest. I'm not going to boast and brag, but I think I'm in that category. I'm surely not self-centered, and I don't know a lot of people, like I said earlier, that are self-centered, because I won't hang out with them, I won't talk to them. And that's not to put them down. I mean, my God, they're not going to care about that anyway. I'm here to be blunt with you. That people like that only deserve their little few friends that they do have, their little circle. You know, I said earlier, how can we change them? You know what? Hell with that. You know, if they want to be who they are, they're definitely not going to change who I am, and they're not going to change who you are. So why even bother? I want to be able to throw this out here today because I think it's very important that we see the true colors of people. And it's ugly at times. It can be very ugly, and it can be very, it can get to a point where it's almost disgraceful that people are born and taught that way. And let me get to that. Are they really born, or are they taught to have an ego? I don't think you're born that way. I think you're taught that way through society and who you've been around and who rubs off on you, and maybe it could be a family member that have taught you that since you were small. Maybe someone in your friends, whether it's a close friend or not, is taught you to be a certain way in life, and then all of a sudden it just kind of rubs off on you more and more and more, and you just become used to it because those are the people you're hanging out with, and you don't care. That's all you know. Now, I'm not giving them excuses, but I think it is a taught thing. And until we can learn to kind of stand on our own 2 feet, look at people as an equal, meet people that are equal or even less than us, this will continue. We're not going to change these people. The only thing we can do is change ourselves from being that way. And that's looking ourselves in the mirror and saying, I'm proud of myself today. I'm going to work hard to do something positive for somebody or my family or myself, and be happy about it. And if I take in somebody who happens to be having a bad day under my wing, so be it. That's just a new friend for me. But to wake up and have a sour attitude, or look in the mirror and say, I'm all that, and you're not, and the circle of my friends are going to be on my side because they think the way I do. And that's being self-centered, being self-absorbed, having the biggest ego in the room because everything's about me. Well, you know, my friends, the only thing that's going to happen at that point is that your life starts plummeting down. It's all. I mean, there's no up for you, because that's where you think you are already. Where you think you are is way up here. So the only way down, or the only way to go, is down. Where people like us peasants, so to speak, at least in their eyes, we have a way to go up or down. We're right there. We're right where we should be. So I want to leave you with a quote for today. And again, I hope that everybody was able to take this in and able to take something from it. Because being self-centered is definitely not my cup of tea. Every person in this world is a dream. And every person in this world is reality. So you can dream about people, you can see the reality when you wake up of all these people around you, basically is what it's saying. And you're going to be around people. You're going to enjoy your life, because life is people. Life is the surroundings that you make it. I just love that. At the end of this video, if you want to check out some of my hobby, I have a hobby of drawing. And I guess what I want to say also is that I'm not showing off and bragging about it. I just want to show you my hobby. I think that everybody should have a hobby of some kind. Everyone's got some kind of talent. Show it off to people, whether it's on video or not. Show it off, because I think that's something that we all should be able to have. It really gives you a sense of who you are, and I think it relaxes you. It calms you down to be able to have a hobby. So at the end of this video, I'll show you a picture of what I've been drawing. I want to thank everybody again for watching this. I hope you have a really great, pleasant day or night wherever you are. Be safe, be good to yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Bye.